When you buy a house in a neighborhood that has a homeowners association, you'll be required to pay fees to that association on a regular basis. People often ask me if it's a good idea to live in a neighborhood that has an HOA. Is an HOA right for you? This video will help you decide. Hi, I'm Melissa Spittle, the local real estate expert licensed in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Welcome to this new episode of Real Estate Unlocked. Now, let's talk about some pros and cons of living in a neighborhood that has an HOA. One good thing about some HOAs is that they provide residents with access to amenities such as swimming pools, tennis courts, fitness centers, and playgrounds. These amenities can be a great way to stay active and meet other members of the community. However, not all HOAs provide such benefits. If these features are important to you, be sure to do your homework before moving into a neighborhood that's governed by an HOA. HOAs may also organize social events and activities such as holiday parties, block parties, community cleanups, and community yard sales. This can help to foster a sense of community and create opportunities for residents to get to know one another. It's important to note, however, that not all HOAs are the same, and some may have more or fewer benefits than others. Another good thing about living in a neighborhood that has an HOA is that the HOA manages common or shared areas in the neighborhood, such as sidewalks and landscaping. If there are any common buildings, such as a pavilion, community center, or clubhouse, they maintain those structures. They take care of having grass mowed in the common areas. They take care of snow removal in any common parking areas. They maintain recreational areas. They make sure signs are painted, and they keep things looking nice. Here's another good thing about living in a neighborhood with an HOA. If a dispute arises between homeowners, the HOA may be able to help mediate and resolve the issue. For example, if your neighbor's dog poos in your yard, or your neighbor's trees or hedges are overgrown, or there are noise issues, you can go back to the HOA board to seek their assistance in resolving your complaint. This can help to maintain positive relationships within the community and avoid costly legal battles. On the contrary, though, while HOAs may be able to help resolve disputes between homeowners, they can also be the source of conflicts. Disagreements over rules, fees, or other issues can sometimes lead to tension within the community. Despite the positive, there are negatives too. HOAs can set standards for your home. Some HOAs make rules about where you can park your car, what you can and can't park in your driveway, where you can keep your trash cans, and how often you mow your lawn, what types of plants and trees you can have, your lighting, shutters, and exterior paint colors. I actually know of one HOA that won't let homeowners hang a flag outside. Good thing about these rules and regulations, though, is that they ensure the community remains attractive and well-maintained. This can help to maintain property values and create a more cohesive and pleasant living environment. Here's another negative. Red tape can be required. If you want to add a room addition, put up a fence or a shed, or even a play area for your kids, you may have to get things approved by the HOA. And if they don't approve what you want to do on your own property, you won't be allowed to do it. Yet another negative is the limited control HOAs impose on all the homeowners. Since the HOA board is responsible for making decisions about the community, homeowners may feel like they have limited control over the direction of their own neighborhood. Some homeowners may also feel that the HOA board is not responsive to their concerns or needs. And here's another negative to consider. You have to pay your dues, and they can fine you for not adhering to their rules. The dues often vary from one neighborhood to the next. Some are paid monthly, some are paid twice a year, some are paid once a year. These fees can vary widely, can be significant in certain neighborhoods, and often increase over time. Now, how can you get the details about an HOA? How can you find out the cost, the rules, and what the HOA requires? How can you find out what the HOA provides for the fees you must pay? After going under contract to buy a house within an HOA, homebuyers actually have their opportunity to review the HOA's governing documents. These documents are formally known as the covenants and restrictions. If the homebuyers don't agree with anything in the documents, they actually have the ability to back out of the contract to buy the house. Some homebuyers will also talk to current residents to get a sense of what life is like in the neighborhood. Some homeowners may find the rules and regulations of an HOA to be overly restrictive, so it's important to carefully review the HOA's governing documents before purchasing a home within a particular community. It's important to carefully consider the pros and cons of living in an HOA before purchasing a home within the community. The rules and regulations will most certainly vary from one HOA community to another. The rules in one HOA can be way more restrictive in one neighborhood than another. So be sure to do your homework, weigh the pros and cons, and decide if an HOA is right for you. How can you do this? Call, text, or email me when you're thinking about buying a house, and I'll gladly guide you every step of the way.